middle of the month already, my good man. But as always, welcome to the Freedom Cage podcast, where we like into a free state of mind each and every pay week on all Disney's, of course. And to my right, I got my main guy, my ace. My left, my right is me, Sean, better known as Mr. Singing Me on all your socials.
You know.
And me, I'm Kenny, man. I'm also known as King Kaepernick on those socials. But today,
what's the word, man? What's the word?
Can't call it, brother. How you doing? How you been?
Good, man. Good. Can't complain, man. Another week, another plethora of things to talk about. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It's officially. I brought out the light jacket. Is a consistent.
Hunting season is upon us. I couldn't wait.
Yes.
Got to blow the dust off that Tupperware with all the hoodies rolled up nice. I'm like, yeah, I've been waiting on you fellas.
Big facts. Yeah, man. Still, it's interesting though. It's still a little warm at night in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Of course, not for the reasons y'all probably think.
I'm like, the shit be player. Yeah, but I hear you. Yeah, but the ACs is definitely off though. Like, you ain't got to turn. If the AC's on, I'm like, hey. Crack that window, man. You don't need that. You don't need that.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Like every now and then, man, there's still that go-to to say, you know what, let's turn the AC on for a grill pit, just to get that quick breeze. You know what I mean?
Get that quick hoo-ha.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, definitely. But yeah, you can see some people are still trying to hold on. Like they still out there with like just the short sleeves. I'm like, see that's why people get so sick, man. People ain't respecting the change. They not respecting.
Gotta respect the weather. When it change, you gotta change with it. If you don't, you're gonna be stuck outside. And hey, and I appreciate the effort. I'm like, hey, Short, you thought you was gonna make it to the car without the rain coming? Here you go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you thought you had it, but it's cool to see people's evaluation phase when they come outside and they look up.
Yeah.
The wind's coming a little stronger from the east than I thought it would. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you are now too far to go grab that jacket, my man. So you gotta troop it now.
Yep, it's official, man. Yo, man, Mets, man, for the NLCS.
No, I ain't mad at y'all. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate. Hey, in New York, all over the front, all sides of the borough, all time. I mean, they postseason time. We appreciate that. We'll get into all that good sports later.
Yeah, big facts. I think I think it's scoreless in the Yankee game right now, but yeah, for sure, man.
We'll be up soon. I ain't worried about that. We'll be up soon.
I'm counting on it. My parlay's counting on it. Shit.
Hey man, he said Subway Series, let's go. So we'll take it.
Hell yeah, I like those odds.
See you early November for some, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Love those odds. Man, how's the week been for you so far?
Week's been good. A little turmoil yesterday, a little funny stuff, but other than that, everything was all right. Can't complain too much. Savannah's, the flag football team, week 2. Last week was a shellacking. This week was a slow polish. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't bad. We're getting better. We put some points on the board. You know what I'm saying? A lot of less interceptions. You know what I'm saying? So that's an improvement from the week before. So we're not mad at that. But, basketball practice getting underway on both sides now. So now they're double dipping on the practice this week. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow's going to be a hell of a day going to each side of the island. But, hey, we got to make it happen. Everybody got to be at the same place at different place at the same time. So it's going to be interesting now. But how was your week, man? How's everything on your side?
So far this week has been all about I want to say smoothing out some tense relationships. You know what I mean? It's been an interesting week. So far, so good though. I gotta say, it looks like things are heading in the right direction. You know what I mean? It's only professional though, so no concerns on the personal front. But so far, so good. Hey, listen, you know how it is. Sometimes you can you can create the peace for a moment until it's time for everybody to get real contentious again. But definitely hopeful right now.
That's what's up, man. Paperwork is you know what I mean, about 3 more stamps away. Like, that's what's up. You went through the first 23 stamps, no problem. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be that one person, that one person in your ballot. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, almost could have been unanimous, but that one guy in corporate, you know what I mean? Yeah, something else to say, but we still got you through. That's what's up.
Yeah. I think it's really just, and I know we've talked about this last couple of weeks, right? It's that summer hangover So definitely just coming off a budget season in my
Nice.
industry. So now a lot of people, it's just that natural, like, what can we do to make things better? And then of course, the own internal team situations, just managing all of that, man. Just
Shake up.
pretty much what they pay you for every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
To
yeah.
get people who never known each other to work together to meet the same goal. Man, it's
Cohesion.
yeah,
We all
that's it.
we all about bringing it together at the same time. But I do need y'all to take breaks separately times if that's okay. That's
Definitely.
okay. Gotta split these breaks
Definitely.
up.
Yeah, man. So man, as y'all know, still on that iron horse out here in New York City. That's what we call our public transportation. For any of you who may be new to the show, welcome. Listen, I totally get that, Uber can be pricey. You know what I'm saying? So if you're doing what you
Uh,
can to take the iron horse to get your goods that you shop for back home, I am not mad at you at all. But I saw some shit today, Kenny.
mhm.
I saw a dude on the train with a 50-inch TV
Was it in the box?
in the box.
Okay. Hey, we gotta get home for Best Buy.
It was my first time. See, I have never seen nobody get on the train with a TV that size.
For real?
Never. I've never
I
seen
don't,
nobody not on the four, 5, 2, 3. Never seen nobody on that train with no TV that
yeah,
size.
yeah. The New York City public transit system below ground is a no hose bar kind of spot. I seen a nigga pull a love seat on there, 2-seater. Like, door stop, boom, boom. He said, I'm not done yet. Still pulling the shit on it. And everybody holding their bag, not even fake lifting the finger at home, just
Nah.
like everybody looking like, is that a love seat? And everybody,
Yeah.
I think it's from Macy's. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody like whispering off to the side. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's a no holds bar down there, man. If it was plugged in though, if it was like no box, I'd have saluted your man. Like, yo, he's out here but like with some bubble tape, just hoping they make the trip. That's what's up. That's respect. But yeah, at least with the box, you still got handles on the far ends. You need a wingspan to get it, but at least you got some handles.
Absolutely. I mean, definitely, like I said, like I get it. He saved on delivery fee. He ain't have to pay no Uber. You know what I mean? He's like, fuck y'all, yeah, I'm on the train with a 50-inch TV. So what?
Hmm.
But it
Hmm.
made me think about if this like was mid to late 90s, the amount of bravery you would have to get on the train with electronics that you just bought and not get rolled on. Like it just lets me know how far, and it's a good thing, how far we've come in Brooklyn as far as how safe we think the train has gotten.
Because don't get me wrong, current time you still shouldn't be out there with a 50-inch. That can still go down. But at least back in the '90s, you had one of them big back TVs. So it was at least a 2-man. They had 2-man TVs back then if they was in transport. There was no. You had a big screen back then. Yeah, you needed a second pair of hands at a minimum. So at least y'all could fight for the TV. And shit got spicy, right?
Yeah,
But yeah, shit, it can still go down. Wrong time of night, wrong train stop, 50-inch. Yeah, still you gotta come up off that cheap. It's like, oh man,
yeah.
this is my stop. Yeah, we bet I'll stop too. But
Yeah, because it's a little hard to fight somebody off and hold on to the TV. Like that's like if it
gotta
was
make
a
a
little
choice.
if it was a little 20-inch back in the day, like you could probably like cuff that and get one
You know what I mean?
get a little punch off.
You know what I mean? Tuck another the arm and swing with the other hand.
Yeah,
But
man.
yeah, man. If it's one of those like my mama break front size TVs, it got shelves on both sides, it's all connected. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, might need a third man. But speaking of transit systems, hey man, I know we out here in Staten Island. I know we only got one train that come from one side to the other side. That's it. That's all we got. But after 50 years, they gave us some new trains this past week. You know what I'm saying? So I won't be on it anytime soon. But we do got new trains. You know what I'm saying? New trains for the same one route. So salute to them. Salute to them.
Okay. All right. Options. That's good.
I'm just worried because, like, as of 2 weeks ago, like, yo, these shits been out here for 50 years.
Yeah.
That's a long lease. But all right, man, we'll see what happens.
All right. So are these like supposed to like be express versus local? Like what's
Same train, same stops, just new ones.
oh
I don't like your reserve. I don't like your reserve feeling on that at all. Just for the record, for those listening, I'm not a fan of my man Sean's his side was so sideways. He's like, so y'all niggas not even getting there faster? Damn.
I'm pretty sure somebody out there got the same shit. Like, wait a minute, so these take the same? I don't get to my destination.
Nah. Niggas picked up the old train, put the new train. Same track. Bye.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. They're going up next quarter. Like,
that's right.
For what?
That's right.
These digitally let you know when your next stop is. It's 7
That's
stops,
right.
But all right, whatever.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, hey, man. Listen. I guess some progress is better than no progress. So
thank you. I don't know why you didn't lead with that, but thank you.
I had to work my way there. I had to see what
he said. I was going up this mountain, man. It was a steep climb too. Steep climb.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, man. So other events during the week, man. I'm almost convinced that my wife just doesn't like to listen to me, man.
Damn.
I'll try to tell her little things, and it's like, I don't believe you up. No, it ain't. You know what I mean? There's a lot of back and forth. And sometimes, she be on point. But this time, I'm like, yo, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm talking about. So, you know what I mean? As you know, she's baking out the wazoo. So she's getting ready, you know what I'm saying, for her trip this weekend. And she's got like a lot of stuff in the fridge. So when you close the fridge, it's a little tense. You got to give it a little muscle. You know what I'm saying? So that
Okay.
Exactly, right? So the fridge has been like this since last night. So I wake up in the morning, the fridge is open. So now it's dark, bro. It's just me. I turn it around. I'm looking around. I'm like,
who opened this?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck going on over here? Like, Gary's asleep. She's just waking up. Something's wrong right now. So now I'm like, yo, babe, I think this fridge is a little too packed, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You think it's closed, but then it opens back up. She's 2 rooms away, bro. She's like, no, that's not true. You just got to close it. I was like, what you talking about? I just closed it. She was like, nah, I closed it last night. It was fine. I was like, well, did you look at it after you closed it? She was like, yes, I did. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right.
Spice squared. Okay.
Yeah, man. Doing the whole head thing and all that.
Yeah,
you know
man,
what I'm saying?
move.
Yeah. So now, I close it and I give it that extra muscle, man. I hold it for like about 10-second hold. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Put the elbow into it, back into it, all that.
Yeah.
So it's holding. So I walk away and it opens. I was like, come look. Yeah. So, she thinks she got the magic touch. She gets up. She's like, I'll do it. So she goes, bro, yo, this is the moment I think every husband around the world waits for. When you've been trying to tell your wife something, she ain't listening to you, but it happens in real time, and you like, gotcha, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Told you.
Yeah. So she goes, she closes the door. She's like, see? She turns around to do something. That shit says,
I know you're like, look at God.
What? Yo,
look at God.
I was back in the room. I came back around. I was like,
Did you hear that? Did you hear that too? So did I. Oh shit, that's funny.
I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just listen to me. It's not, the world is not gonna end. You know what I mean? Like, your soul is not gonna leave your body if you just say, babe, you're right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like that. It'd be like that. That's funny stuff. So what was the resolution? Did items come out, or did she jam a chair against the fridge? He said, "Oh, we're not moving now." I say close, you close, nigga. Like, damn. Well, she's so thorough on the.
Got the little extender between the TV and the stove, right? I mean, the fridge and the stove, right?
So yeah. Know your place, fridge door. Like, damn.
No, she had to, make some adjustments, man. Puerto Ricans, man. They know how to pack anything into a space.
I'm gonna reserve my jokes for the clown car. I'm not even here for that. Nope. Not walking down that block. Not doing it. Not me. Won't be doing it.
Oh man,
that's funny.
Anything else before we get over to recognitions?
I do got a quick question for you. Speaking of, telling your wife when things should or shouldn't be like You ever gave your wife like the debit card, like, hey, you can take some cash off for me, and come back to the house? Yeah, I'll do that. Then the trip take longer than the shit, and then your heart start pounding. You be like, damn.
Shopping spree.
You start thinking of everything you said, like, nah, I ain't got to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now she's like, oh, no, you got it. I can see you got it. Like, why you ain't, you know what I mean? Like, where are you? Oh, it was a lot of traffic on the highway. It's like, you was on a local route then. Why are you even on the highway? You start sweating and shit. But now all's well. Like, still broke. Long story short, it was broke when she left, so it wasn't much to find out. But have you ever given the car with no worries? Just do what you gotta do. Just bring it back.
So I do have her as an authorizer on one of my credit cards, right? And it's funny because every now and then when like a purchase go through, I'll be like, yo, what you doing in Bath and Body, fam? Like you told me you was at home working. It was funny when she first used it. She was like, how you know? I was like, girl, I'm the
You should have said I got eyes everywhere.
Oh man, so it's funny, but yeah, no, I definitely give her the card, but then sometimes it's just like, I'll see the swipes go through, and I'm like, oh shit, like she racking up today, like
she outside on a Saturday. She ever hit you with it? Nah, that transaction time must be late. I been did that. That was a yesterday thing.
Oh nah, my credit card be on it.
He says real time. He said they let me know really before I know before she out the store.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, them alerts be on point, man. They be on point, man. So as y'all know, man, we always start off the show with some recognitions, man. It is still Disability Awareness Month. And a really good documentary you all should check out if you haven't already is Quad Gods. I think we spoke about it last week, where it's a really, really good film about the program at Mount Sinai, helping those who are in wheelchairs, but also showing how they are taking their skill set to another level, competing in Olympic sports, and really just highlight some of the great work that's being done. So if you get a chance, you could check that out. I know there's a lot of disability awareness fairs showing a lot of the great work that's going on to get away from the ableist society that we're in and really just make the world a better place for everyone, no matter how they present. So we just want to bring that here to this forum. Yo, listen, so definitely moving over to birthdays, man. This past weekend, happy belated birthday to Christina family. You know what it is. Chef Cheryl, one of the top chefs in the game, man. We appreciate you. To my good friend Angie, happy belated birthday. And then to a good friend I made over the summer, Monica, happy birthday to you as well, man. More life, more health, more blessings to all y'all. But listen, this past weekend, it's the wife's birthday all month, so finally, we went out to dinner, but Saturday was grown and sexy adult time, you know what I mean? So I took her to Say Less. It's an Asian fusion. Yeah, it's an Asian fusion restaurant out in the city. Some of you may remember it as Jimmy's pre-COVID. It was a really happening club. Yeah, remember we all went there one time.
I forgot.
Yeah. So the format, the setup, if you remember it by any chance, didn't change much as far as like the specs of the place, but the design, bro, top notch. Yeah, man. Like I think they even got like some fragrance just coming out every 3 minutes. It changes the energy in there.
They said they got candles hitting the spots I haven't seen yet.
Yeah, man.
How was the food though?
The food was excellent, man. The food was excellent. We both had the filet mignon. She had some lobster spoons. They were actually really, really good. Yeah, man. And I ordered their cauliflower. Whoo! Whatever soy garlic mix they got going on up in there.
I'm convinced cauliflower is the cheat code for good seasoning. If you know how to season some food, we can eat this shit 7 days a week.
Yo,
it's gonna be whatever you want it to be. Just close your eyes, baby. Curry chicken food coming up.
Yep.
Boom, coming up. Cauliflower's coming up.
Yeah. But nah, man, she definitely deserves it, man. She is the heartbeat of this house. She's the heartbeat of this, family we got here.
Yeah.
My son and I. So she definitely deserved it. And of course, to see the smile on her face, to see her looking amazing that night, it was definitely everything. And listen, like, she had one of the rare weekends. Like, my wife doesn't go out that much. She went out Friday. I took her out Saturday. And then she went out Sunday again, bro.
3-day, 3-peat. Ooh.
Dude, I'm like, who are you and what did you do with my woman?
Birthday vibes. She said, new day, new hills. You know what it is. That's what's up. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. Gotta enjoy it.
Yeah, man. And listen, shout out to Say Less for the cognac punch. I could have had a good night, but it was really a cognac punch. You know what I mean? She was like out like a light when she got home. But
it worked. It worked too well.
Yeah. But from the vibe in the restaurant, it looked like it was going to be an amazing night for me. But you know how it is in the car ride, man.
Yeah, you know how it go. It's like I didn't know you didn't know your seat reclined back that far. Your passenger seat. It's like, man, you really laying. I'm like, okay,
like leather seats,
It's supple in the wintertime.
Yeah, y'all got to be Bad Boys fans to get that reference, man.
That's what's up.
Definitely.
But any new movies you caught lately?
We did actually screen a documentary at my job called Everybody's Work. It was a film produced by Shift Films, and it really just looks at the nursing experience in America and how there's a lack of representation as far as underrepresented minorities. It looks at how this lack of representation can lead to negative patient outcomes. And I'll give you a perfect example. One of the nurses outlined. Anytime the nurses change shifts, they have to give report. Pretty much just the nurses they're responsible for. You know this. You work with a very skilled and amazing wife.
I've heard rumors.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So now this nurse is receiving a report from another nurse, and she's talking about that the patient has urinary continence. Don't ask me what that is. Right. So she goes over to the patient and she realizes that the patient is actually Vietnamese. And there was a language barrier the entire time that she was trying to communicate with the nurse that was on shift. And because this nurse lacked the awareness in the moment to understand, all right, what does this patient really need from me in the moment? She just automatically misinterpreted and made her own diagnosis and her own determination that possibly could have led to this patient's negative outcome if this new nurse that was coming on shift that understood cultural awareness wasn't able to do.
I'm already thinking like she need a lawyer negligence bag coming up. Immediately, that's the first thing I went to. I was like, at some point, was this rectified by the new nurse? Like, yeah, but yeah,
Absolutely.
You came through and saved the day. Thank God. Yeah, you don't want that kind of paperwork against the hospital.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they had some staggering statistics in the beginning, and we had to do some fact checking. Thank God we had a moderator who was like a nursing educator. And she was actually able to go to the licensure website that actually keeps these statistics and kind of clear up the numbers, because it was talking about like 82% of nurses in the country identified as white. That was a little too staggering. So when she
now I'm looking at you like define identify. Like, you know what I'm saying? And, it's funny, like not that I don't get out enough, but I usually get a 50-50 response as far as nurse outcome when I personally need to be there or I'm involving myself. It's a pretty fair shake as far as a division on that one. But 80%.
Yeah, New York. Yeah, New York for sure. New York is a melting pot when it comes to it. Yeah. You'll definitely see them like in the EDs. Absolutely. A lot of times when you go to like the private floors and the units, a lot of times the diversity on those floors kind of
Yeah,
change.
the different floor, the higher the floor. For some reason, I don't know why. I don't know if that's a fucked up metaphor, but the higher the floor, the less the color. But yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. We're moving on now.
Yeah, man. But there was a lot of really good terms. I mean, redemptive narrative. Never heard that term before. But this is where you take a negative racial experience, but you end it with some sort of positive exclamation. So now
Backhand compliment.
yes, exactly.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And then they talked about I bias, which is a model for interrupting our own biases. So it creates a model for where, let's say you've had a negative experience with a certain demographic. You have to come up with one or two ways that'll interrupt your bias in case you encounter this person. So let's say I got jumped by, you know what I'm saying, a white man when I was like 8 years old. And now I'm in the service industry. And anytime a white man approaches me, it triggers something about me. I get defensive. I don't want to help them. I have to come up with two ways now to think about how I can interrupt that bias. So do I think about, well, maybe this white man has a different experience with Black people and he won't be disrespectful or harmful to me. Or I can think about what's the best way for me to excel in this position in treating this, you know, this white man who I've had a bad experience with. So it's actually an interesting model to test yourself in those moments where you feel like your bias may prevent you from giving the best service.
Feels very fight or flight kind of situation, but okay. Interesting.
All right, y'all. So we got some quick fun questions before we get into our main topic, man. Tolerate or versus appreciate. So here's question number one, man. You got no brakes, and you got to ride with no brakes for a mile, doing about 30 miles per hour. Okay. What neighborhood do you think you could make it with no accidents for maybe 5 minutes?
A mile? City blocks? Downtown Brooklyn's off the map. I can't even. The traffic wouldn't even allow me. I hope I'm on a. I hope I'm close to a highway exit. I'm sorry, a highway on ramp. You know what I'm saying? Just for safety purposes. Would I have to pick? Do I get to pick the time?
Yeah.
Hey, definitely. Man, 2 a.m. 2 a.m. I'm on Richmond Terrace, man. I'm definitely eating at least 3 lights, but I'm on Richmond Terrace. It's a long one way.
Yeah. Not
too much going on at the middle of the night, you hope, you know what I'm saying? But it'll get you where you gotta go if 30 is the situation. But you might get pulled over though.
Yeah, you're getting arrested. You're definitely getting pulled over and probably arrested.
You know what I'm saying? Where you going with no bricks?
Flatbush, right off the bridge. Right off the Manhattan Bridge. Flatbush Avenue.
Some lights though.
Yeah.
Fuck the lights.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You said couple cameras too. Yeah, they're gonna get me.
Yeah, definitely. And if not Flatbush, definitely Nostrand Ave, just because the lights are in sync. Definitely gonna pick up some tickets along the way. But Nostrand Ave, yeah.
Couple 25 zones.
Yep. I'll start at about Eastern Parkway. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I should be done by probably around Hawthorne or Winthrop.
And it's funny, Eastern Parkway, people don't know, but it's such a long strip, but there is a decline as far as the slope. So doing 30 with no brakes is turning to 40 quick.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You gotta be careful on your incline, you know what I'm saying? On your decline at this one.
All right. So if you're in the chat, man, let us know, man. You got to do 30 miles per hour, no brakes. You got to do a mile. What neighborhood do you think? Now, granted, we know you're probably going to get pulled over. That's fine. But what neighborhood do you think you'll make it with no accidents? Like you straight through, man. Let us know.
Question for you, brother.
Yes, sir. What's up?
Listen, hey, we adults, man. When you're hungry, go grab something to eat. No issue. Yeah. You got a card in your pocket, cash in your pocket. Do what you want when you want to do it.
Yeah.
When you was a kid and you didn't have a cash out card, you didn't have no bank account running out. You just have to go home and open the fridge, open the cabinet. Mommy ain't home yet. What was your favorite struggle meal as a kid?
Brother, I remember this like yesterday. But yeah, man, definitely the sausage links, pause, throw those in the microwave, little Wonder Bread, don't even gotta be toasted. Throw that with the bread, man, and a nice Uno game by myself.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
How many players by yourself? How many players you playing with?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Are you playing honest or you cheating yourself? Like this thing got to draw for it. I know he do.
It was a whole dialogue, bro. It was a whole dialogue. Like, I know you got the draw 4. Play the draw 4. I don't want to play the draw 4 right now, bitch. I'm waiting.
I mean, reverse, bitch. Like, yeah, you out there talking spicy to your other self is nuts. Yeah, being a kid was, being a kid with imaginary friends in spades is hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So you and your partner go for board? Yes, nigga. How you know, nigga? I know. Like, yo, y'all cooking. Y'all about to boss in his hand, but whatever.
That's it.
Growing up, my favorite struggle meal. Shit, looking back, it might feel like it didn't feel like it's a struggle meal, but now that I've grown up and look back, now that I know, like, yo, we shouldn't be eating that. Pork and beans, the beans joint, you know what I mean, with the hot dogs, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't allowed to use the stove for too many meals, but for eggs and beans, I was able. They let me, you know what I mean? They let me cook for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the pork and beans, get some bread in there, sop that up real nice.
Talking spicy.
Hey, don't let me make it as a kid because that shit gonna be sweet. Where is all my sugar? I don't know where the sugar. I ain't seen it. I don't know why it's so sweet. But I think the beans and franks, that was a meal. I'm talking 3 to 4 times a week. Classic. Easy. And I ain't eating a weekday, so it was all right.
yeah, absolutely. All right. I respect it. Today's main theme, man, tolerate versus appreciate. We want to talk about some personal, professional scenarios where you or others face challenges around being appreciated versus being tolerated. So when you first heard this topic, brother, but without getting too much into detail, because we're gonna get into that. How was you feeling?
Employees versus employers, brother. That's the first thing that came to my pay scales. The first thing that came to my head is like, nigga, if you make more than me, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? If you make less than me, nigga, I tolerate you, like, because you are disposable. You know what I'm saying? But what was your first thoughts on it?
I was right there with you, man. I was right there with you. But I also know how that dynamic can translate to, personal relationships. So who better to talk about it than with you, my brother, and to bring it to our FCP guests. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start on the personal side, y'all. We're gonna take it to relationships, right? And I think where we want to go with it, to be specific, right? Because a lot can go on with relationships and be very generic when we're talking about tolerate versus appreciate. We're talking about the power dynamic in relationships. This is usually where one person in the relationship has a little bit more power, a little bit more say-so when it comes to certain decisions than the other. And my first question is going to be, do you tolerate or appreciate you or your partner's increased power level in your relationship? And I frame it that way because I don't know who has the power dynamic in your relationship. So take it away, brother.
Page by page, chapter by chapter. I appreciate more than I tolerate, for sure. But it's a finicky gray line as far as the situation at hand. Like, if we in the kitchen, I really don't got much say so here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we in the kitchen, I ain't got much say so. You know what I'm saying? But in the bedroom, I don't got much say so there neither. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it is weird, and it's accepted. It's tolerated. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, what am I doing? I'm not gonna catch a kiss because I want something more than you do. Like, it's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? But hey, in the living room, it's my turn. I got this now. Give me that remote. Big screen time. You know what it is. I don't want to watch sports. Monday night. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. But it really depends on the location and situation. But I'm gonna say it's an 80-20 appreciation on the lead though, as far as the power. But like, listen, hey, I wear the pants, just not outside. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense, like, hey, I'm the man in here. Just don't, just can I run with this? Can I run with this line when we hit the streets? Because people expecting that, and she let me live. I appreciate that, but appreciation for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Same here. I definitely appreciate the fact that, you know, she pretty much lets me be a man. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
She lets certain things roll the way, you know, I see fit, you know, where I maybe have a little bit more experience in what we're doing. But what I love and appreciate the most is when she takes that power, she takes that charge, she makes those decisions, because now there's nothing more attractive than, you know, a woman who knows exactly what she wants and is ready to make that
Yeah.
confidence power move.
Mhm.
Turns me the fuck on.
Mhm.
But definitely I'm with you. I appreciate it because I believe that, you know, there's just strong things that come with a partner. And sometimes you want to fight it, maybe because of whatever reasons you have past experiences. Maybe it's a control issue. But I think, to what you said, right? You get that balance of understanding, hey, listen,
Mhm.
I appreciate what you do more than I tolerate it, because in my opinion, I don't think anybody should tolerate anything, but I totally get we're all in different situations. All right. I appreciate that.
Sidebar question for you. Do you remember a specific moment when you had to step back and realize you had to relinquish your power to a situation because she just took over, and you just kind of, and now it went from like appreciation to tolerance, like, damn, I wasn't ready, but here I am.
When we had our son.
Mm.
Definitely when we had our son. There were moments where I had to just sit back and kind of be like, if we want to make it out of this situation with a woman and a family, you probably want to step the hell back and let her do what she got to do. And you know, in the moment, I'm realizing, all right, maybe it was a bit of ego, maybe it was a bit of just, you know, control, but seeing her in action, you know, and making moves and making decisions, it was kind of like, oh, all right, she got it. We good.
Mm. Look like a pro to me.
Yeah.
It don't take much to look like a pro to a dude, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you do one or two things right, everything kind of flows with it. Oh,
Yeah.
you must have been here before. Interesting.
Definitely. What about you?
Shit, something as recent as a couple weeks ago. You know, I think you brought this up even last time we spoke. It's always an endless what you want to eat battle. You know what I'm saying? So it was one day like, yo, what you want to eat? She was like, bro. She grabbed the keys, walked out. Doom, door slam. I'm looking at kids looking at me like, yeah, you know, they're looking at me like, I think you done fucked up, but I don't know, I can't say it. So, but you know, right? And I'm looking at them like, yo, I hope they don't know I fucked up. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I mean, about 20, 25 minutes later, she come back, you know, pizza, sandwiches and shit. I'm like, oh,
Wow.
you just made a decision on your own? Yeah, because you wasn't stepping up tonight. I was like, I had to hold my purse tight, like, all right, yo. Like, so what we eating? So what we eating? Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was one day I seen the power like walk out the front door. I was like, damn. I looked at the kids like, yo, we foolish, y'all.
She went to go eat on herself.
She might come back with bags. She might not. And we don't know.
Man.
You know
she might not come back.
she took all the keys. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. All right, so let's play a little devil's advocate here, right? Say in this personal situation, you felt like it was a tolerate situation. You were over it. You're like, I'm out, done, leaving. So now, you know, sometimes, you know, some people keep really good relationships with their ex, and in the wildest scenarios, they actually stay good friends and end up meeting their new partners. You meet this new partner, and this person is glowing about the fact that this power dynamic does not exist anymore. You know, they are now calling the shot. They call the shots. She lets him be a man. What's your first thought or response in this case?
Selfish version or the professional version?
this is
I'm like, is this a safe space? Like, you know what I mean?
Safe space,
the selfish version, I'm like, are you you think you upgraded? You know what I'm saying? Like, Hey, I'm the best you ever had. I'm your mother, your father, your brother, your sister. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
So I spent old Mac line, but I think all in all, like since I'm super content and happy with where I am, it would be more of a congratulatory kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? I keep it that way. Like, yo, look at you. Oh man, like she snore yet? No? You'll see. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely like pull out an old baby picture if I had, you know what I'm saying? Some shit kind of fuck the mood up. But it'll be more congratulations than anything for sure.
Got you.
How about you? What's your initial reaction? What you doing out here in these streets? Like, oh, he in the NBA? Oh, all right. what you doing?
Oh man, no, I'm probably definitely knocking something over at the barbecue. I'm like, this is bullshit. Like, what happened when we were together? Like, this is really like this you just glowed up over time. Like, this is what happened that you couldn't do that with me. But that's all happening internally, y'all. That's not coming out, right? I would definitely. I don't know if I'd be congratulatory. You know what I mean? Because
it can't be hate. You happy, brother.
Hey, listen. As long as it doesn't get expressed, they'll never know what I'm thinking. But in my mind, it's like, wow. It does sit for a bit like what changed. You know what I mean? That will sit with me for a bit. I'll probably never ask that question. Unless there's a couple of Hennessy shots and we're just talking about bullshit.
Make it 3 to
4. But yeah, man, that would definitely sit with me like, wow, like, you know what I mean? It would.
Yeah,
it would. Yeah, it would.
I don't think my pride would let me let it sit. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it would be anything more than a acknowledge.
Yeah.
And a quick light joke, get the fuck out of there because it's a dark block. It's a dark block. You don't want to go down this strip. You know what I'm saying? Because a guy from he go, oh man, if the new dude come up to you like, yo, she cooks so well, like, oh, this bitch cooked for you?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like most you got was a grilled cheese out the bitch. You're like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what you mean you went to culinary school after us? Like, yo, that should have pissed me yes, it would piss me off, but I can't show that now. I gotta go. You know what I mean? Gotta go to the gym now. You know what I mean? Get that stress out. You know what I mean? But you gotta be can't look like a hater at the end.
I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't, but I'm definitely not congratulating nobody. It just be like, oh, okay. It'd be one of those. Like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? That's great for you.
Salute, motherfucker. Like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely. All right, cool. So that was definitely the personal version. Let's see what
sidebar question. All right, y'all break up. For whatever reason, you got your new situation, they got their new situation. You happen to see each other at the weird spot. Yeah. But both of y'all in the old relationship know that the other person is better than you. Like, oh, y'all both know this. It's like, yo, like he's in the NFL. Like, yo, she works at HBO. Like everything, like everything is different. Like, yo, we both stepped up because we both were terrible for each other. Are y'all both allowed to hate on y'all gloves? But are we both happy? You happy? But man, I talked to shit was sweet, wasn't it? I wonder how's the feeling happen in that situation? We both are truly happy.
Yeah. No, that's interesting. It's like, ooh, don't you remember like arguing over Hennessy and then having like makeup sex? Like, I mean, the conversation. If you have that good dynamic as friends and it's respectable to kind of dwell on that can be funny if y'all got that level of relationship. And then, like you said, right, there's hopefully that equal level of happiness. So there is no resentment in the fact that, damn, man, like she getting flued out everywhere and I'm just here, getting free tacos.
Local. Like, man, local. I should work at Starbucks, so I don't pay for coffee no more, but still.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But still. It's like, yeah.
I got Starbucks button up on, like, thinking I'm special. Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah, I like that scenario. Yeah, man. I mean, hey, man, it all depends on where you're at in your development journey.
As always.
Tolerate or appreciate. All right. So, like Kenny said, man, the professional aspect of this is definitely what stood out the most at first. So let's take it over to the professional side, y'all, and let's talk about the autonomy to make decisions. Do you tolerate or appreciate your management's approach to your ability to make decisions without their input?
I don't know if this word is still a word, but bogard, when you kind of take over a
Mm,
situation without authority, but informing authority of the situation after it's already been made. I do that a lot. You know what I'm saying? And thankfully for me, it doesn't backfire where what I did was the wrong outcome. Like, oh, you shouldn't have did that because of ABC. But
okay.
I'm very foregoing and like I know the situation. I know how to handle the situation. Let me handle it. Handle the situation. Get it all out the way. Get it handled. And then come back to match like, yo, these were the steps that I took to get to where I had to go to do what I had to do. And I'm just like, you know what happened, and this is where we are. How you feel
Yeah.
about that? Like, I want to get fired for doing some shit I should have. You know what I mean? If it's like totally against the boys, like, yo, why'd you do that? You should have did it. I'm like, damn. I kind of let that car go. I kind of let that ghost car. I kind of let that whip kind of ghost itself up the highway. I can't go get that. I
Yeah.
can't go get that car now. It's gone. You know. But that's usually my approach. If there's a situation, especially if I feel like I'm gonna get a little feedback that's not in alignment with my proposal,
Yeah, yeah.
I might step on the gas before the light turns green. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I do that
All
often.
right.
How
So
about you? How's your route?
okay. So it sounds like you appreciate the fact that they um let you have this aggressive approach to your profession.
If I don't take the opportunity, it'll be shifted into a new form that I don't want to present it as. So now I'm doing
I hear
something I
you.
don't want. It's weird, you know what I mean? Now I'm doing something I don't want to do, but I'm trying to appease you to do it. And I'm knowing the outcome isn't going to be what you think it's going to be, but I know that. But hey, you're the boss and I'm not. So I did
Okay.
it anyway. You know what I mean? But
Gotcha.
got to do it.
All right. All right. Um, I appreciate the fact that I am heard and I feel seen for sure. You know what I mean? I can give my management that 100%. Um, I do have a level of autonomy where I can make decisions and kind of just deliver the results after the fact. But I still have that respect of where, all right, this isn't really my sign off. You know what I mean? This
Yeah,
needs
yeah,
another level up
yeah.
where you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Like you said, it went up what like 10,000. All right, let me get back to you.
Let me
You
go
know
on
what I
12. Yeah.
mean? Yeah. So yeah, you know what I mean. I think I do have that level of autonomy. And the reason why I know I have that is because you know there's been clear situations where I've had an idea, and within the realm of my responsibility, I've been able to make moves and make decisions and kind of just update my boss as we go. And then it's just kind of like, yeah, just keep me updated on how it goes, or he'll give me one or two pointers and say, you know, just keep your eyes out for this, this, and this. But other than that, it sounds reasonable. And it's been like that for 4 years now. So I really, I gotta say, I appreciate. But I do recognize those who understand that in their situation they probably don't have that real autonomy. So if you could give someone some of that Kenny confidence, right? That Ken Kapnick bravado, what do you think is something they can introduce into how they maybe present their idea to maybe, you know, sell their management?
Just understand your pay grade. Similar to exactly what you were just saying as far as, oh, it's
Mhm.
10 grand to do what? Let me run that by such and such. If you understand that the cost of something is going to be either detrimental to your company or beneficial to your company, you are a bit more inclined to make that decision on the beneficial side. But if, for any scenario, if you felt like if this really blows up, it's going to be a detriment to us, a negative to us, just something that is going to just be on my jacket for at least the next 3 months. But you know what I mean? For
Mhm.
conversation purposes, it's like go through the proper protocols and channels to make sure what you're doing is the right thing.
Yeah.
Don't be scared to further the conversation, but don't finalize without that last word if it is detrimental. If your shit blows up, like
Right.
it's a funny ladder you got to climb. And it's
Yeah.
all not consistent steps. Some are two steppers, some three steppers. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
depending on the blowback, please Don't get fired. Don't get fired because Ken Kaepernick said if I 10 toes down, I can. Nigga, gonna be your 10 toes gonna be on the unemployment line, nigga,
and it's long.
All I got for you is a free shirt, man. I don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely know your limits. But don't be scared to step on the line.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man.
How about you? If you had to let somebody who was on the cusp of making a big decision without management, what would be your rules of engagement for them?
I think the first thing is to organize your thoughts, man. That's very important. I think you have to make sure that you're clear in your understanding of what you're trying to execute and familiarize yourself with people who have a constant forum with them that they get their point across, because they may be able to give you some pointers of what's the best way for this person to understand you. Some people want to see visuals. You know what I mean? They want to see, what's your proposal. They want you to walk them through how you're going to get this done and how fast do you think these results, your ROI, is going to come back to them. If you've never done anything like this and you're in a corporate setting or in a business proposal setting, then you definitely want to familiarize yourself with it, because it's one thing to stand in front of someone and just talk for 5 minutes. But if you've got nothing to put in front of them that they can go back to and digest or kind of follow, it's going to be very hard. And let me tell you something, if you don't deliver on that first 15 minutes that you get, it's going to be hard to schedule another 15 minutes and get that kind of credibility back where they're going to give you that forum in a way where they're really listening to you. So just really think about it, plot it out, and listen, guys, look for help and advice. I can't stress enough how many times I hear people saying, I didn't want to bother you. I know you're always busy. Let me tell you something. If you got a real friend, a real mentor in your life, they're waiting for you to ask them for help. They have done or accomplished so much in life. This is what they live for somebody to say, hey, can you help me with this? They're like, finally, I've been sitting here.
I got all these books, man. Come here. That's what's up.
You know what I mean? Like, we really got to shake that culture of, I don't need help. I meant to hit you up, but I got too busy. We got to stop this superhero mentality, this mentality that we have to do it all on our own. The most successful people in this world have found people to help them so they can step away from the real work. Why not you? Just saying.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. Who knows? That makes sense.
Yeah, man. So let's have some fun. All right. Shoot. Like we did before with personal, right? Let's say job isn't giving you autonomy. They don't appreciate you. You don't feel valued. You're tired of this tolerate environment. You're like, fuck it, I'm out. You're at the farewell party, right? If you have like a good person, you had good relationships, they always do that little farewell for you. But now you're at the farewell function, and the person that you work with, that you don't really rock with, shows up at the farewell party. Now, mind you, you're leaving. Are you crashing out on this person, or are you gonna keep it cordial?
Said party sticks around to the 355 lights on. I might crash out. Like, are you still here? Listen, I ain't never, you know what I mean? But if it's mid party, everybody having fun, the front sway is just flowing. It's no negative energy in the air. I'll let my hate for that individual slide, man. But if it's 355 and I'm willing to just let the wheels ride off onto the night because it's my last night. You still here partying and shit like we was cool. So, man, I gotta put you in your place on that one.
Yeah, man. I might deliver the message right before they serve the food.
Oh, no.
Like, you know what I mean? I might just walk over and be like, listen, man, me and you always had a really like contentious like vibe here. And I feel like, you never really took the time to understand me. So it's a little awkward for you to be here. You know what I mean? I know you think this is probably like the cool, cordial thing to do, but I'm leaving. There's no need to mix feelings at this point. You can go back to whatever function they got you doing right now. Let me enjoy my time with the people that actually really cared about me being here. Because I'm out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? To me, it's a colleague, right? It ain't a person that was in charge for me. And I know we don't want to make enemies in this business, but the toughest thing I think for me or anyone that's been in a situation where they felt tolerated is to see someone have the gall to want to come and celebrate my exit. Bro, nah.
Oh, it's a 2024 question. Do you have that same energy if it's the opposite sex?
Absolutely.
Oh, bro.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You gonna let Shorty slide?
I don't care if
bitch, I never liked you.
I don't care if it's Don or Debbie. Like either way, if we didn't get along, if we ain't have a good rapport in the workplace, my farewell party ain't the place for you, man. You got to go. You know what I'm saying? You got to go. I ain't got time for it. Absolutely, straight up. But yeah, no, I think that to me that's the ultimate insult. We never rocked with each other in the workplace. It's the farewell party. You know what I mean? It's not a office potluck. It's not, no. You know what I'm saying? No. You know, the big sign says we'll miss you, or you know what I'm saying, wish you best in the future, Sean. You know what I mean?
So you're not fucking with me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know damn well you don't wish me well. You know damn well you don't want to see me succeed. So yeah, you don't need to be here. You get none of this food. You get none of this dessert. You know what I mean? None of that. Get out of here.
No dessert for you. You're taking the cheesecake out niggas' hands and shit.
Yeah, straight. Because I find it to be the most hilarious thing when people are not investing in your future in the workplace, when people have been openly against probably some of the opportunities that you've gotten, some of the recognition that you've received, but then they want to, you know what I'm saying, bask in your glory and your celebration. It's insane. You know what I mean? Insane to me. So at that point, there's no more HR. You can't report me to anybody. And I'm gonna do it such a sniper and so professional that people aren't even gonna believe that I would say something like that to you. So you can go and be like, he kicked me out of his farewell, right? I was like, what? They're gonna be like, really? Like, first of all, I thought you didn't even like him. Whoa, like, why were you there? Like,
yeah, well, if I had control of the venue, I might do something spiteful, like, yo, I know it's open bar, but that nigga right there in the blue tie, he's not a part of this party. Give that nigga a bill when he's done. Let him know he needs his own card for his tab. Like, yeah. That's for sure.
But yeah, man, I wanted to definitely bring that here because, I know that we do have some people who are in that tough point in their lives, or probably starting to think about what's the next move. Is this the right place for me? Will they ever promote me? Will they ever see my worth, right? Number one, like Kenny said, the first thing you need to do is make sure you got your stuff in order. Make sure you know what you're talking about, but make sure you respect your lane, right? There's a time to jump out and there's a time to really understand, all right, maybe I need to ride here and learn something before I turn it up a notch. But once you get in that lane where you feel like you know your business, you know your stuff, you're ready for that transition, and they're not valuing it, they're not checking for you, they're not making sure that opportunities are available for you, it's time to start thinking about making that move, man, and seeing what's the best thing out there for you. You know what I'm saying? Go where you're appreciated, not where you tolerated, baby.
Every day. I mean, it'll change your heartbeat. I'm telling you, for sure.
That's for sure, man. Anything else before we switch things up?
Oh man, a lot going on in the town, man. Sports life, man. I know the Knicks couldn't do it, and it's cool. We're not faulting y'all. Y'all got your trades up. We'll see what y'all do this season, but for right now, bro, Liberty's outside. They're making it happen, man.
Yes, sir.
I know you're a frequent flyer. You out here? You got one of these game tickets, man. I ain't doing nothing tomorrow.
Negative. Yeah. Between my son's birthday and my wife's birthday, y'all ain't seeing me until like November.
He said my finals was different. My finals was the final.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Mad streaming. You know what I'm saying? I got a Hennessy bottle for you. You know what I mean? But I definitely ain't got tickets. But listen, super excited, man. number one, salute to Asia Wilson, man. Historic WNBA season. Definitely got to give her flowers.
For sure.
But the Liberty weren't having it, man. They kept receipts from last year's loss. They remembered everybody that was talking smack, especially on the Aces, and they made sure they handled business in their hometown. Can't be mad at that. And then, of course, the Minnesota Lynx, man, they have been impressive pretty much this entire season. Shout out to Napheesa Collier. She is their go-to gal over there. I'm excited about this because I am a fan of Napheesa Collier. I think, I love where the Liberty is at. This is going to be prime time television, y'all. If you have anybody in your family who loves sports, that's anybody, not just the ladies, you're gonna want to watch this series because it is going to be a must-see, man. Trust me.
That's a fact. This is it's not too often that in championship or finals you'd be like, I'm happy with whoever wins, but I would truly be happy for whoever wins in this one. Like, hey, you know what? Home team cooking all day. So I'm gonna go 55. I'm gonna go 55-45. 55-45. But yeah, I would be content with whoever takes this one for sure.
Absolutely. And then making the switch all the way over here, man. I gotta get your opinion on this, brother. Robert Saleh fired. What are they? 1-3?
2-3. 2-3 right now. 2-3, unfortunately. I spoke to a lot of diehards. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of 50-50 responses as far as, we needed it right now. Needed a shake up. But a lot of people was like, they should have let him in the building. Let him say bye to his guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Other people say, Aaron Rodgers got that nigga the boot. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't calling the play, so it was weird. You know what I'm saying? He's more of a defensive-minded kind of coach. He was on that side of the ball as far as being a head coach. Listen, man, don't fire me on an away trip. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me go to London, play our hearts out. You know what I'm saying? Granted, there's a lot more passes than runs this game. We weren't a very balanced offense. You know what I'm saying? But don't fire me after a 14-hour flight, my nigga. Let me get to Tuesday or Wednesday, please. Let me get midweek.
Yeah. I listen. I totally get it, and I think you're saying a lot of really accurate stuff. Me personally, man, I don't like this firing because and I actually put this on Ramel's actual post. I feel like if this would have still been Zach Wilson or maybe even Andy Dalton, they're not firing him. This is the pressure that comes with having the star power over Aaron Rodgers. They wanted him to turn it around really too fast. You're absolutely right. Aaron, he's not calling the plays. This is the head coach. But to me, this guy lived and breathed this organization, and he was just looking for that guy, and Aaron seemed like that guy. It's going to be interesting to see who they bring in, but I still think this was just really a knee-jerk reaction to the pressures of the Jets. I mean, if we look at the Giants right now, man, Brian Daboll needs to be in the same kind of category being questioned right now. I don't know if it's just a miscue between the players and not really. I don't know what it is, but I really didn't think it was him. But I get it. No. Coach, he's the head coach, so he's the first one they go after.
It was two big things for me as far like remember a few weeks ago when the Jets was up like 2 touchdowns in the game and like coach was super happy and went to go hug Aaron and Aaron kind of pushed him.
Yeah.
When I seen that, I was like, I don't know how they're gonna clean this up.
Yeah.
But it looks bad. It looks bad in 4K streaming. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm a minute delayed, but it looks bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then there's one other thing. It's like they let him go because hey, the offense did bad, but I didn't throw these 3 interceptions. Like, I didn't make these reads. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you, letting me go and then keeping the offensive coordinator on the bill, it's gonna be the same play scheme next weekend.
Yep.
They got the defensive coordinator stepping in as the interim now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Yeah. I think it's more sort of changed the morale of the squad. Maybe they wasn't taking it serious, but I really think Aaron might have, just placed a call like, yo, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even like his face, man. Let's get him out of here. It's like, yo, like, damn. They said, what did he do to you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, he walked into the facility when I walked into the facility. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
But hey, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm holding out. I hope they can bring Bill Belichick out the what works, the fresh retirement. Say, hey, did you fill in for the Hall of Fame yet? Is it still fresh? can we talk to you? Get a season maybe with Aaron. Got some good legs in him the last half of the season, but it might be too late to pull him from the broadcast booth at this point. He got a couple things going with Peyton Manning now. Who knows? But hope they get a good coach for next year, man. Because I don't know if Aaron's gonna. I don't know much more these 40-year-old knees got on him because he was taking some hits last week. So we'll see.
Yeah, man. Yep, absolutely. All right, moving over to movie, show, TV, and music recommendations, man. Netflix is fully loaded, y'all. There's a lot of new episodes, a lot of new shows are available. And one of the new movies the wife and I checked out the other day was It's What's Inside. This movie here is trippy. So if you partake in the cannabis, this is definitely something you want to watch under the influence, because this film is just trippy like that, from the way it's designed, the colors, the sounds. It just takes you there. But it's based on a game that all of these people are playing, and pretty much the game gets a little bit intense and crazy after a while. And the plot twist,
never seen it coming.
Never seen it come.
Add it to the watch list.
Definitely. It's called It's What's Inside. It's on Netflix. It's a movie. Definitely get yourself in the right mood to watch it. It definitely takes you on a bit of a journey. If you have seen it, man, throw some fire emojis in the chat. Love is Blind season 7, man. I know you waiting till the end to do the full watch.
I did a binge at the last reunion week for the reunion show.
Yeah, me and the wife, man, we started watching the new episodes that came available today, and this one is definitely going to be. It's looking like it's going to be one of those good seasons, man, where you know they getting off the honeymoon and starting to really get to know each other. You know, of course, some couples get into it a little bit before the honeymoon's over. So yeah, man, as soon as I get off of here, you know, if the wife isn't too busy, we're gonna resume that real quick.
It's always funny to see them come home like, oh, this is the you?
Yeah.
What happened to the pod? What happened to the pod you? It's like, I love her. I loved her so much.
Big facts. And then starting 5, man, the documentary that's following LeBron James, Jimmy Butler, Jason Tatum, Domantas Sabonis, and am I missing one person? I'm definitely missing one person. Because 5, right? LeBron James, LeBron James, Jimmy Butler, Jason Tatum, Domantas Sabonis, Anthony Edwards. Yes.
Damn,
so that's
him. I think we forgot him last time we said
it. So all my basketball fans, man, you know, make sure you check that out. I can't wait to check it out. You know, sometime this weekend, just to give it that full attention. I know it's gonna be dope, man. These are 5 pretty, you know, dominant athletes in the NBA, and to just watch them go through a season, I know that's got to be must see TV, especially if King James and Jason Tatum are a part of it.
Yeah. Hey, Netflix. I mean, you still got 21 this month. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, the rates keep going up. Man, these subscriptions, man. the two or three that I kept, they're still going up. I'm like, yo, it's like I deleted like 6 of y'all, and then the ones I got go, yeah, I heard you held on. Listen, man,
like, I heard you
starting on the first, man.
Yeah, man, yeah,
nasty outside.
Definitely. All right, man, but hey, listen, anything before we get up out of here, bro?
Hey, enjoy your weeks as always. Middle of the month vibes as always.
Listen, like Kenny let off with, it's hoodie season. Make sure you head over to the FCP shop, grab you a hoodie, whatever color you want, you know what I'm saying? And feel free to hit the master designer up himself. You know what I'm saying? You want to see something specific, let him know. And then listen, man, if you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe. New episodes are always going to be coming out every 1st and 15th. We have some really cool programming coming up for you in the next month or so. So stay tuned for our promotions on that. Follow us on all socials, Freedom Cage Podcast. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the show where you are now released back into your regularly scheduled programming. Corporate life, parental life, entrepreneurship, whatever it is that you do, we salute you. I'm Senor Lee.
And Catneck.
And see you next pay week where we lock back in to a free state of mind.